Hello, everybody. This is Elijah Keating from wisdomseekers.net, and I'm here today for the week of the 26th July to August 1st. And we're just going to pop right in. And the first card I got was Heal. And I think there's a great deal of healing going on right now. And why do I say that? Because I've been talking to a lot of people who are doing a great deal of healing. And it's not easy, but it is impressive. The amount that people are willing to put forward to make or heal themselves. I am very impressed. So the first card today is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles as a woman, confident and self-assured. But basically what this card is saying to me is that we as a group are becoming more confident, more self-assured, more aware of who we are. Why? Because we've been through the ringer. Five of Swords. This is a card. This is how I read it. It's not how the book reads it, but this is how I read it. This is a card of somebody who's gone through a huge storm, really bad storm. They've learned how to survive. They've gathered tools along the way. They know how to bend and move with the motion of the energy. And on top of that, what's really good about this card is here's land, not far away, dry land. So things are coming. There's coming to a point where there will be less stress in your life. And having said that, I have to qualify that. There may not be less stress in your life. It may be that you handle it better. And what's behind us is the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups, as I'm going to read it as a very spiritual card, because joy is joy is very spiritual. Being happy, being on top of the world, being happy to be alive, is truly spiritual. So we're coming from a place where we've learned to be truly spiritual. Unfortunately, being that we are alive, we get the sword of Ace of Swords, which means that we've been through the ringer. And the Ace of Swords is all about change, but it's a deep subconscious change. It's a change that comes from deep within. And we have done that. We have worked our butts off lately to do that. And this card keeps coming up over and over and over again this week. The Queen of Cups. And I use the Queen of Cups because it's a highly emotional, water is highly emotional. And emotions are where we get intuition. Feelings is where we get intuition from, not emotion, feelings, but they're very closely related. So that's a card that comes up over and over again, suggesting that now we need to pay attention to our intuitions. And because, and this is the hard part, things are going to be a little bit more rough this week, but this is healing from that which has come in the past. This is not something new. So we need to use our intuition to realize that we are allowing things to come up and move on out. And this is what I tell you to do. When something hard comes your way, say thank you. I appreciate it. You've done wonderful things for me, but I no longer need you. Please feel free to move on. Be very polite. It's always wise to be polite. And when you do that, the Ace of Pentacles, it's the World card. The World card is about living here in the world. And of course, you know that the world needs our help at this moment. It doesn't. It can shake its skin. We go flying. All that which is crap and corruption that we're trying to clean up, it gets dissipated, it's gone. We're fine. So I was reading the other day, there's like 50 years of arable soil left for farming because we do the wrong kind of practices. We do big farming. We don't put back into the land. For centuries, we did small farming and we put back into the land. And what was the difference? Love. You loved your home. You loved your land. You loved it. And that's what we need to get back to. But having said that, she is very willing to help us. She's willing to give us the largest of her, from her the fruits of our labor. There's a lot of energy shifting and changing in it. And then we get the Princess of Wands. And the Princess of Wands is about believing in magic. And once we can believe in magic, and it's not really magic, it's just stuff we don't understand. Once we can believe in magic, we can go forward from there and create unbelievable beauty. And when I say unbelievable beauty, I truly mean unbelievable beauty. So what supports us along the way, and I think I'm going to read this on top of unbelievable beauty, is the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is a card of change. It's like you go down and you cut right down the center of your chakras and you open wide, and the heart chakra is what you open wide, and you allow yourself to let out what you truly feel, truly are. You open up wide to love. Love is the answer, always has been, always will be on this particular planet, probably this whole cosmology. The more we open up to love, the more we have things working for us. So the hard part comes next. So the week, what's going to happen this week? There's Three of Swords. And this is a card of business. So it's related to business, could be related to government. I know the governments are I haven't got words for it, but let's suffice to say they're limping along and not always doing a great job. So this is the Three of Swords about things not being so great in the business department. And so this week you can expect, and this is a bit of prophecy, that there's going to be a massive death. And I'm not talking physical death, though there probably will be some way, somehow, more physical, because there's been every week, there's been trauma on trauma on trauma with death. And it's just underreported. There is going to be a massive death. In this case, I think it is a death of a idea, a death of a belief system, because the card that tops it is the Tower. And so death is a major arcana. The Tower is a major arcana. And the Tower is having your belief systems knocked down at the ankles. So something is going to die in the psyche of the world, and our belief systems are going to topple. The good thing about that, and I really actually like this card, is new ideas are birthed from it, new thoughts, new directions. And on top of that is another major arcana, and it's the Strength card. And for most everybody, this is going to happen out there rather than here. There might be a rendition of it, but again, it's you say thank you very much. You've helped me so much. Please go. I don't no longer need you. So what covers it, this particular energy, is the Strength card. And the Strength card is rising above the lower simplistic forms of your belief. And I'm going to keep on going because that's a real rough place to stop. And the next is the Two of Wands. Again, that is a business card. So this leads me to think it has to do with business. It has to do with government, because government is basically a big business. It's time to look back, seeing, yeah, we've done okay, but it's time to move on. It's time to move on into the magic. And we have the Ace of Wands, which is help from above, transmuting the energy, shifting it and changing it. We have the Ten of Pentacles, which again is a tremendous amount of support, physical and non-physical. And I'm going to end it on this card because this is a perfect card for that. The Nine of Cups, which is the wish card. So you get to make a wish, but it is being on cloud nine. So we're going to go do it probably a little more healing than average this week, but it's good healing. Good healing doesn't mean easy healing. It doesn't mean it's not something you're going to have a great deal of angst about, but it is healing. And if you allow yourself to heal, and that's my wire getting in the way, if you allow yourself to heal, you have to learn then to trust yourself. And to do the healing this week, you need to trust yourself. You need to trust that what's happening in your life is meant to be, and that you have control. You're the one in charge of it. And guess what? You are the one in charge of your healing. You're the ones that choose what's happening. And if there's a toppling of certain aspects of our physical life, that means you trust yourself more. So congratulations. Good thumbs up for that one. Okay, well, started out slow and I thought, quick, easy day, but I see it's got a little bit busier. How's everybody?
G Sparks starts us off with, hi ladies, nice to see you today. Miriam M says, hello, hi ladies, hope you're well. Maria Herrera says hello. Miriam M asks, any messages from my guide?
Miriam M. Yeah, they say hi. That was very funny. Guides have got the best sense of humor.
Or the words?
Yeah, I'm not sure which. And they're saying they're here, they're with you. Please feel free to call on them. When you're feeling alone, that is when you call on your guides and start chatting with them, and they answer you. By the way, they answer you a lot, and you hear them. You just don't recognize it. You think of it as, oh, that's a good thought. I wonder where that came from. Well, now you know. It comes from your guides.
Maria Herrera asks, hi, any messages from my guides? Thank you both.
They just keep saying the same thing over and over again. Things are not like they seem. Life is going to be easier for you rather soon. Please, please, please allow yourself to enjoy life. I think they think you don't. I think they think you spend a great deal of time worrying, and they would like you to spend more time just having fun, laughing at that silly TV show or something along those lines.
Candace Burton asks, hello, may I get a reading? For personal readings, feel free to visit our website, wisdomseekers.net. If you want a quick
one question, it's easier if you give me a question. I'm going to assume that you want to know what your guides have to say, because I'm not exact. That's a pretty open-ended question, and I'm not all for open-ended questions.
Well, not for an hour live.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad that way. So I will ask your guides what's good for you. And her name again?
Candace.
Candace. Yeah. So your guides are very happy to hear from you. and it's almost like a sense of relief that they have, that you're here listening and hearing from them. It's like they're trying to reach out to you for a while and tell you your journey is just beginning, and it appears to me that something new is coming into your life, something that that you haven't paid attention, you've never really thought about as being important in your life, and all of a sudden that which hasn't been important to you is becoming important to you, and so just look for, I think more than anything, just look for an idea that you're going to see things in a different way, and from there life will move quite rapidly. As soon as you go, oh, I've never thought that way before, or this is a new way of thinking for me, then you're going to move very quickly in a very positive direction. Your guides are very excited to have you talk to them. Okay,
Ishka Azawa says, hey.
Hey.
Night Diamond sends a smiley face.
Hey, Night Diamond.
G Sparks asks, Alicia, even though I feel very comfortable about myself, why do I feel so judged and like I'm not enough or less than around Melissa?
Karma. Old karma. And all you have to do is take some time, meditate about it, delve into it, and honestly, you will want to release this one because it's not doing you any good. Plus, the fact is, Melissa judges other people because she feels that she's not good enough herself, which is not going to. It makes no difference to you what's happening, but it does help if you know that she's very judgmental because she does not feel good enough. But this is yours. If it hurts, it's yours. So own it, release it, and move on. It might be that you will end up releasing the friendship as well because you no longer need it, but that's also all right. None of us come out of this unscathed when it comes to the friendship department.
Julie J asks, hello, I passed by Jay's workplace in January and saw him briefly. Immediately after, I felt a crushing sadness on my heart chakra. Shortly after it was gone, was I feeling what Jay was feeling? Thanks.
Can you reread the first couple lines?
I passed by Jay's workplace. Okay. Just the letter J.
Oh, okay. Now I understand.
Was I feeling heartbroken? He was feeling heartbroken.
Yeah, you're a really strong empath, and that does make it very difficult for you because you are. Find out how to become a strong empath, powerful empath, and how to deal with it. Once you do that, you will find that you can handle these situations more and more easily. You're actually a healer. I know that's nothing to what you're asking, but this is what it is. You're actually a healer, and you get these strong feelings because of that. And I'm assuming that things went. The two of you went different directions in life. He was there just for a time, and you will probably always be friends. That's all right. But you can't always have what you think you want, especially. And women are really, really bad that way. We want always the bad boys. We always want that which is not good for us. And don't ask me why. I think we're dumb. And I'm one of the dumb ones too. I'm not just saying you. I'm pointing at me as well. So, more important than anything, this is telling you that you are a healer, and that it is time for you to pay attention to how powerful you are. And the first order would be to become aware of how to deal with being an empath. Okay? And yes, it was because of him. And he did you a big service by teaching you how strong of an empath you are. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Chris Engel asks, "Hi, ladies. Will I hear from my ex Scorpio
soon?" I just got a really powerful no on that one, which doesn't mean that you won't, but it does mean that if you do, it's not what you want. So, so good luck with this one.
Excuse me.
Long night.
Mysterious Moon asks, "Hi, Eliz-sha."
Hi.
Or says, sorry. Sending love to you. Jennifer Schwab says, "Hello, ladies. Hope you're doing well. For over a week, my chest tissue feels sore. Do you feel it's something I should be concerned about?"
I think it's because it's something that's very similar is happening with me. And I went and had tests and everything. And I do think you want to pay attention to it. You want to look after it. But I think it's that our bodies don't adjust as fast to what's happening as our spiritual our minds and our souls do. So I suspect that. So this is what I'm going to suggest to you. This is what I did. Nighttime. Put my hand on my chakra area like this, and I asked for healing. And it took me a little bit because we're dealing at a higher energy. So take your body up to the highest energy level you're comfortable with. Ask for your body to heal to that level. Heal, and you will find that it makes a huge difference. I don't feel it's anything except a physical manifestation of a spiritual energy around you. But, always, 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 always go to the side of safety and have it checked out. I do find, though, as much as I love the medical situations, and there are some really super good people out there, that they're having a harder and harder time diagnosing what people like you and I are going through, simply because they're still in the 3D energy and we're not. Okay.
Mary asks, "Hi, ladies. Hope you're doing well. I sent a text last month, I think, about my brother-in-law who has pancreatic cancer. The treatment didn't work. Is he in a facility? He's in a facility and can't see his family."
Oh, that's tough.
I guess the question is, how is
he doing? Okay. He can't see his family. Hopefully there is communication, though. Well, he's faring as well as he can. He's actually made friends with the nurses, and they treat him with they actually trying their hardest to treat him to take the place of family, but he is lonely. He is lonely, and I don't know. I'm sure he has communications with family, but he definitely is lonely. if you can, send out good, send him stuff. You know, he probably doesn't have the energy for Sudoku or something like that. But send him, send him memes, the funny memes. Send him things that make him feel remembered. If you're asking whether he's going to survive or not, I am not given. Or other people can do it. I am not given. I'm not given a person's life or death. I don't know why. So, but just reach out to him as often as you can, so that and it might be simply some silly little meme about wearing a mask or something, because right now that's the big thing, right? Wear a mask, don't wear a mask, but don't make it serious, make it jokey, because he's got enough serious in his life right now. So yeah.
Mysterious Moon asks, I have a sudden elective surgery in 2 weeks. How can I prepare myself mentally?
Meditation. There is some really cool meditation. This young lady I've been talking to, and she does a meditation, and I should ask her for that meditation if she have it, if she has it on email or on the internet, where she goes in and she just takes the photograph memories and like photograph and tosses them into the fire, so that they come back and they're neutral. The more neutral you are energetically, the better it is for you. And I don't feel that there's anything major that's going to happen that will up. I don't feel there's going to be any problem with your healing. I think you're going to come out of it, and when I see you coming out of it, I see you very happy and joyful, and I would be too. Hey, it's over, thank God, right? Yeah.
Positive for Life asks, hey, hope you both have been doing well. May you ask my guides, will everything go in my favor with my classes being paid off by next Tuesday with financial aid?
I got a yes. It wasn't a strong yes, unfortunately, but it was a yes. So it's probably by the skin of your teeth, everything will work out. Yeah, it's a relying on other outside energy is not fun, but I do believe that you are going to go to school, and there's no problem with it. Ultimately, I don't feel that there's a problem for you. Come in.
You're distracting.
Very distracting.
That's okay. It's a nice distraction.
I do feel that everything will work out in your favor.
Mama B asks, have I met the one yet, as in the perfect man for me?
So a guy is like buying a house. You should get 70%. If you get 70%, that is what you like. That's as close as perfection as you're going to get with a human being. I know but I actually feel that there is somebody close by. I don't feel that you have actually met as in knowing the person. And so I'm going to qualify that. You may have. I'm not sure. If you haven't, it's really soon.
B. Erla asks.
Hi, B.
She also sent like a $1.50.
Thank you very much,
Super
B.
chat. She asks, "Hi, Elisha and Elle. May I know how Jeff is feeling about me at the moment? He just received the birthday gift I sent him. Thank you so much."
The Canadian, eh? Okay, let's see, Jeff. Well, right now he's feeling very positive about you, and his heart is very open, and he's very, very, he's very open to thinking about you in a very positive manner, which you kind of know anyhow. I know you know. And but it is nice to know, isn't it? It's always nice to have that verification. Yeah, no, he feels very positive about you. And I don't know if you've actually physically met him, but he has every intentions of the two of you getting together after all this stuff is over. You know, he has set that intentions that the two of you shall meet.
Naomi asks, "How does he feel about me?"
I wouldn't spend too much time on E. I don't think E is necessarily the right energy for you. If you know, just be very careful what with this person. I don't think they show you their true self very often.
Maria R asks, "Will I go to the law school that I want to get into?"
That is fairly strong yes on that one. So I think the answer is yes.
Sharon Stone asks, "Is Mike the one that I will marry?"
And that was a pretty yes and no question. So unfortunately, I think you want to keep on looking.
Miriam M says, "Thank you." Acela Cell asks, "Hello, ladies. I'm 28 and I feel so lost in my life. How do I find myself? And how do I find myself in life?"
No, you're just in between. That's why you feel lost. You haven't decided to. You're still at 1 foot here and 1 foot there, and that's why you're feeling really lost at the moment. I suspect anytime soon you're going to find that that all of a sudden you have direction. You have raison d'être, reason for being, and you do have a really powerful reason for being, to be honest. And 28, 29, those are good years. Would never ever want to repeat them. 30s, in the 30s and everything, things become a little more clear and more reasonable. But just understand this. You're coming from a place. You're coming from a place where you have been a child, but you're no longer a child, and so you haven't quite haven't quite got the you haven't quite got the energy going yet of adult, and you haven't quite lost the energy of child. And what I'm going to suggest is going to surprise you a little bit. I want you to step into the energy of the child, the young person, and remember all the fun things you've done, whether it's gone out and had bonfires and drank beer or whatever. Step into that, enjoy it, acknowledge it, love it, and then turn around and look away and see what you see. So you're feeling really lost and everything, but truthfully, you're just in between, and it's not going to be that way forever. I promise you. What you're looking for is not that you're lost, but you're looking for a direction, and you are looking for the direction in a 3D system. And you're not going to find your direction in a 3D system. What you want to do is when you look away, see what you see. Might be unicorns and elves, and I doubt it. But don't try and force the visual. Don't try and make it into something that you think you're supposed to do. Look at it. It might be that you want to learn, you want to go out and be a horse trainer. Look at something that is so, if it looks to you to be so off the wall and so, yeah, no, 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 nobody in my family would appreciate me doing that. Ignore what your family would think you should do and pay attention to how you feel about the idea. It is from your heart, your future, that this is important. If you do what other people expect you to do, you're not going to have a good life until you do. And if you start now doing what you want to do, and it might be something, you might be simply being a waitress for a few years. It doesn't matter, because waitresses get a lot of life experiences. And from that life experience, then you could find out that maybe you want to be a counselor. Maybe you want to be a physical therapist. Maybe you want to take business courses. But take time to learn. And yes, 29 sounds like it's really old. Let me tell you, we're going to live to 100 and something as an average, because the more spiritual the world becomes, the longer we live. So the world is actually becoming far more spiritual. So take your time, acknowledge who you are, get a reading. You know, Elizabeth does only written readings, but you write for her that question and she will give you a really darn good answer. We are good, we can give you a little bit more in depth than my rambling right now. Anyhow, I've rambled enough.
Oh, excuse me. Alma Dulce says, hi, how are you?
Hi.
Yasmin J asks, is the Scorpio missing me?
He's missing you.
Alma Dulce asks, may I have a general message, please?
Alma? It seems that it is time for you to make a commitment, and it's time for you to make a commitment, and you know the answer to this, to yourself. It is now is when you should be doing the most you can for yourself to bring yourself forward. So you spend a lot of time trying to make other people happy, makes you really unhappy. and it is time for you to delve into the joy. I'm not talking about a selfish joy. So to be on this earth and to be a spiritual being, you put yourself first. You always do. And then you are 51% in service to others. It's a difficult and it's an oxymoron, but that is how it is. That is how people become. That's how people become spiritual, more involved in their life, more spiritually inclined. Is by being of service to others. How do you be of service to others? Well, with your waitress, you be the best damn waitress you can be. And yes, and that's really difficult because, hey, I've seen the general public out there. Sometimes they're not very nice, but you do the best. Whatever you're doing, you be the best you can be, and 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 you do it with love in your heart, and that's how you be of service to others. You do it with love in your heart. You love other people, and it's not necessarily easy to love other people, because sometimes other people are not lovable, and this is really very important. So good luck with that, Elma.
Lucy B asks, how does my ex Gemini J feel about me?
Well, it depends which personality you're talking about. One personality says, "Oh God, she's a pain in the butt." Other personality goes, "Yeah, she's kind of a cool person, and I miss her a little bit." Until the two personalities come together, that's how it is. Do not pass go with this guy at the moment.
Karen Sue asks, what to come for me and
MP. I think it's more just a general fun romance. No, I don't feel that the energy is going to. I don't think the energy is going to evolve too strongly at this moment. It may change in the future, of course, but at this moment, I think it's more of a yeah, that would be fun kind of energy. Don't wait. Don't take time on it. Is what I'm getting. I mean, it's fun, enjoyable. It's nice to think about, but it's also better that you keep on keeping on.
Sparks says, thank you, Eliz-sha and Elle. Be blessed and have a nice week ahead.
Thank you. We will.
Yasmin Fox says, hello. What kind of job will I do next? Thank you.
I think it's going to be a job that's just quite different from what you expect. And I don't think it doesn't feel like a long-term job. It feels like more of a job that you take because at the moment the job that you would like to have is not available. So you take another job, and it feels like it might be a lot of physical work, but the camaraderie is what you find that you enjoy. Is the camaraderie. So so it's like really short, like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, nothing long. But it's the camaraderie that will make this job worthwhile.
Lakeisha W asks, hello, when do you see me moving and getting my own home? Thank you.
I know this is a question you've asked a few times, and the answer's changed, unfortunately, because of the situation that the world is going through. I see it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen as fast as you would like it to happen, and it appears that even though the situation at home is not great, they actually need you. I'm not sure how they need you, and they probably would never admit they need you, but your family actually appears to need you. So understand that right now you're in the situation you're in because your family does need you. Doesn't mean they are going to acknowledge it, doesn't mean they're going to be nice about it. But at the same time, try to figure out why they need you. And maybe if you can heal that part, you'll get out of there faster. I'm sorry about that. It would have been nice to say December 24th, and it could very well be as soon as you figure out what healing they need, and they can't do it themselves, but you can. You should be able to get out of there much faster.
Julie J says, very true. When I did Reiki healings, I used to feel my client's physical pain on my own body, but with Jay, it was involuntary because for the first time, I felt someone else's emotional pain.
Well, that's because you're evolving. You're becoming more of what you are, and it's yeah, but you're good at it. So find a modality that that you can learn for the outside to show the outside. And Reiki, everybody does Reiki. So yeah, you can do that, but everybody does it. But if you can find a modality that not everybody does, and the fact is you will get a name for yourself and you can charge more for it and get regular customers, and probably that could become your secret teaching base, because you do healing, but you also will teach, right?
She adds, thanks for confirming.
Oh, de nada.
Silver Bangle asks, hello, I'm trying to get a promotion at work. Will this happen this year?
You're going to get a promotion. I got a strong yes on that. Timing is not my foreplay, and that did not come out right, but yeah, I'm not really great at that. And but I feel that it's probably within the next 6 months. Like I say, I'm not really powerful in timing because the future is nebulous. It is not written in stone. Okay.
Chris Engel asks or says, thank you for answering about my ex Scorpio. Sad for me, but I'm okay.
You know what? I have a friend who's a Scorpio, and I adore her. She is really a wonderful person. They definitely bounce to their own drummers, and they don't they don't they take no enemies. live ones. So, yeah, good luck.
Lily Dillo asks, hello,
Hey, Lily.
ladies, how are you? I would like any insight on my relationship. Feels like a commitment is near, but can't feel it yet. Lots of changes have been done. Thank you.
I think I'm going to decline to answer that, Lily, because A, you know the answer, and B, you want to keep a little bit of mystique into it. And quite frankly, it's in the energies, it's a done deal. And it's high time. Frankly, it's high time for this guy to to do that. But I'm just going to decline that one. I apologize. You can ask a different one. But the truth is, you already know
the answer. Georgie Warwatt asks, hello, ladies. How are you both? Any messages for me?
So the guys are excited today. I don't know why. Every time I go in, they go, hi, hi, hi. I think they've been smoking something illegal. But they're all happy and excited and they're really overjoyed when you reach out and ask how they're what messages. I think it's because you're on the stage. We're moving up from this level to this level, and they're really excited about that move up in levels. And you're no exception. Things are moving for you. You're doing according to them. You're doing exceptional. And then they laugh and say, even though you don't think you're doing very much, doing it, and they're very pleased and proud of you. So I'm going to add this as my own rider. Spend some time talking to them. When you do, take time to listen. And when you hear the answer and it comes back in your own voice, realize that maybe it is them. Good luck.
Positive for Life says yes, letting it slide in there. Glad to know it will work out with classes. Thank you and many blessings.
I think there's a reason for you for taking your courses, and I think it's very important that you do. So I think they work very hard to make sure that everything. But it's always the skin of the teeth, the thing, always.
Jennifer Schwab says, thank you so much. I feel like I've had negative energy in my body that I was holding on to that I needed to release, but our bodies adjusting to change does make a lot of sense.
Well, yeah, but that's both of us are right. The illness is generally caused by emotions that are dis-ease, dis, and then ease or discomfort, as Elle said. Okay.
I sometimes know what I'm talking about. Pia Erla as yes, we met a couple of times before, and things have always been very good when we do. It's just the distance that creates a lot of doubts and difficulties. Thank you, Alicia. L. Rainbow hugs.
Yeah, well, that's a huge distance. I doubt you're going to be there forever, though, Germany, I mean.
Alexandria Alchemy asks, hello, ladies. Hope you're all doing wonderfully. May I ask if there are any messages regarding my small business? I applied for a PPP loan. Thank
you. I'm sorry, but that was funny. We have absolutely no idea what that means, except for the loan part. But I have a feeling your small business is going to take a lot of effort, a lot of elbow grease, a lot of sweat of the brow, but you're going to do fine.
Also, this isn't just a feeling, it's from experience.
Well, we put a lot of elbow grease and we put a lot of sweat of the brow into Wisdom Seekers. We work pretty hard on it. But my feeling is slow and steady. You're going to do it. It feels like there will be times it feels like you're dragging a boulder behind you, but it's going to be fine. Just that one extra step each time.
Prachi asks, may I get a career reading for myself?
That's a huge question, hon.
Okay,
I will do the best I can. Yeah.
Well, I choose whatever.
That's still a huge question. It's really open-ended. Again, you're going to get the answer to the last one. Will I get whatever I'm dreaming of? No. Will I get what's really good for me? Yes. And will it be what makes me happy? Yes. But it's not going to be what you think it is, and it's not going to be how you think it should be. So be open to shifting and changing, and be well aware that you are more than what you think you are, and where you end up is not going to be where you expect it to be, but it's going to be good. Okay.
Jennifer Schwab says, thank you, Eliz-sha and Elle, for your time and energy. I hope you have a wonderful day and enjoy your weekend. Namaste.
I think we will.
Tari Almos asks, hello, any messages?
Guys are really funny today, but they always are. So this was the image they gave me. So you standing there, and they started sidling up and sidling up really close to you, and were leaning in your ear and whispering. So they're telling you things all the time. They're asking you to. Okay, this is a bit rude. I'm sorry. I did not mind. This is drop the pretense and start, because you can hear us. And they really want you to. They want you to start communicating. Okay, that's the theme, right? They want you to start. The guides want people to start communicating with them directly, rather than through somebody like me. And you are doing it. You're just going, no, no, no. It's not, I can't do that. Well, you can, and you are. Good luck.
Donna Thomas asks, will the second lawsuit go in our favor for a payoff?
So I got conflicting yes, no. So go in your favor. The payoff may not be what you're assuming it will be. So good luck with that. But it is there. The energy is generally positive, but not the way you expect.
Brenda Malaleka asks, hi, ladies. Thank you for everything you do, and may the grace of God be upon you. I want to know if the angels approve of my husband.
You don't dislike them. They okay. Basically, what they're saying is you're going through a spot of bad luck, and you're not. It's not because the angels approve or don't approve. It's because there's something about that, something within him that's holding on to that which is should be leaving. And if he can allow that to leave, then your spot of bad luck will turn into smooth flowing waters again. And it's his pride that is not allowing it to shift and change the way it is. If he can substitute love for pride, then things will move a lot faster for him. Ask him to do meditations on loving himself, because he should be the center of his universe. And once he realizes there's something he doesn't want to look at, once he looks at it, he will realize it's nothing, and it will go forward fast and clean and edifying. He has to learn to love himself first. And when he loves himself first, you will reap the rewards of that energy yourself. Good luck.
I'm gonna butcher this name. I apologize ahead of time. Kaya Nat Bokari. Sorry.
She's going, hey, you white person.
Right.
You're from another country completely, right?
It's a beautiful name.
It really is.
I just the pronunciation and
way beyond us.
Yeah. I usually do not too bad, but sometimes
we ask for phonetical.
Yeah.
And that really helps.
It does.
Really helps her. I never quite get it.
Well, you also can't really read it. So.
Yeah, that's true.
But anyhow, her question is, hello, I'm new here. I would like to subscribe. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And I would like to know what is coming for my connection with Chev, who is also another female.
Okay. There seems to be a deep, deep love there. It's like it's been a love that's come down through the generations. When I look at her and she thinks of you, her energy lightens up. She becomes joyful, happy. So there is a very, very deep, unabiding love, which also I'm going to have to add. There's probably karma attached to this love. So when things go south or west or whatever direction, sit back, don't act, don't do anything. Just sit back and look at it and feel in your heart, what is this all about? And it will never, ever be what it looks like on the surface. It will always be something else. And you want to heal the something else. Okay? So never act on it when something is not between the two of you, it does not work. Never act. Just sit back and allow yourself to figure out or know what's happening. And it will, again, repeat, never, ever be what it appears to be. It will always be something else. Good luck with that. There's the potential for that to be one of the very few situations in the world where the love is pure manifestation. And that sounds very, very hokey, but there is a potential there for really positive things.
Lakeisha W says, I feel that, but I'm ready to be on my own. Okay, and thank you.
Yeah, I know you are. It's really tough, and I can't see it changing at the moment. Maybe November, December, close I get. Did you hear that snore? He had a rough night last night, so he's sleeping it off.
All right. Patricia's going to ask.
Hi, Patricia.
Hi, Eliz-sha and Elle. Do you see any changes in August for me? Thank you. Can you breathe? Are you okay, buddy?
He's just dreaming.
Sometimes his snoring is.
Oh, he's got sleep apnea, maybe.
Maybe.
Patricia, I just see that things at this moment, all I can see for you is things continuing to open up in a very positive vein for you. I can feel that at this moment, more joy, more happiness, more light, lots of light coming in. And do you ever go for walks in the areas you've never walked before? And maybe try to walk in a different area, because I have a feeling that house that I saw, the blue house, blue energy house, I doubt it's blue, and maybe it is blue. You're going to find it. You're just going to go for a walk. So walk some places you've never walked before, and you're going to see this place, and you're just going to know. That's the best houses, when you just know. But no, what I see for you is more input of light, white, clear, spiritual light. Good luck.
Georgia Warwood says, haha. And I'm also excited. Thank you. Seven Ocean Skies asks, hey, any messages from my guides for the next month?
Okay, so they are not very helpful today. What they showed me was a picture. It looked like a canoe, and you paddling a canoe on a lake or water. I'm going to go with water. Only the water looked like it was in the sky. Like I said, not helpful today. So things are, again, that would denote a moving up in spiritual levels. Paddling a canoe, though, and it's like, not like you're alone, but you're in the front of the boat paddling. But you have people behind you, but I can't see them clearly. So it's not a small canoe. It's like at least 2-3 people behind. But I give you that. Hopefully that makes sense to you, because, like I said, they are not helpful today. That's it. That's all they gave me.
Okay. Love Life asks, hello, what does Pete think about me? Thank you.
If Pete was Irish, he'd be clicking his heels together like the Irish dancers do. Kind of likes you, I think. I bet you he's a little bit of an ace about it and teases you, or treats you not in a way where you would go, hey, that guy really likes me. It's more like, huh, what's he doing that for? So he's probably a little, when it comes to that sort of thing, he's probably like a kid that doesn't know hasn't got to the place where he can go, hey, I really like you. Do you want to go out for coffee and get to know each other? So look at what he does, see beneath the surface, and go with that.
Crashy says, thank you a lot. Lots of hugs and kisses. Donna Thomas says, thank you. The Arla says, yeah, I have no idea where life will take me next, but I do plan on to stay here for a couple more years to learn more and hopefully establish myself a little more.
Oh, I feel that's a given with
you. Brenda Malaka says thank you again, and adds, I appreciate for trying to pronounce my last name. It's okay. You're doing fine. Much love. Thank you. Kayana Bokari says, well, thank you so much. Christina Tor asks, or says, hello guys, Elle and Elisha. How are you all? Namaste.
Namaste. We're good.
Patricia Scowen says, I have asked for a miracle. I will walk somewhere new. Thanks for the light coming into my life. Wonderful. And
just let me add on to Patricia.
Okay.
It seems that what you guys said, all they said to that was miracle granted. Doesn't mean it doesn't mean you don't have to figure out what it is, but miracle, that's all they said was miracle granted.
And we'll finish with Moonfeather
Hey, Moon Feathers.
Hello, ladies. How are you? Sorry I'm late. I was wondering if my guides have anything to say. I feel they have been around very strongly lately. I just can't get enough sleep lately.
And so if you could take a afternoon nap, that one might help a great deal. I do believe you've got a young child, so that might be a little difficult. So one of the things that they're suggesting is you get this empty box. I have an empty box.
Somewhere.
Yeah, here it is. Well, it's not empty, but it will be. Get an empty box and put all your emotions into it. Okay, put everything into it and put the lid on it and put it beside your bed and see if you don't sleep a little better afterwards. Okay? Otherwise, that meditation, like Maddie did a meditation on Wednesday, try to listen to that part of the thing because we chatted a long time. Just put that meditation on and put everything into the fire. And if not, I will ask this young lady for that meditation and I will put it up. I will put it up in Wisdom Seekers Facebook page if I can get it. And it seems that will help you sleep better. Things are moving rapidly for you, and because they're moving rapidly for you, that causes you to overthink. And I think that's part of what they're trying to teach you is to allow things to happen and not overthink. Not thinking is not the spiritual path. Non-thinking is the spiritual path, believe it or not. The less you think, the better you are.
Okay. Rashi, we usually, because we are on for only an hour and we have a bunch of people asking for questions, we usually only do take one question per person. So we'll be back on next Friday.
I may possibly come on Wednesday, depending on how busy I am and how my energy levels are faring. But I haven't made up my mind till Wednesday.
Yeah. So again, ring the bell for all notifications and stuff because we are not consistent on our time.
We try for 11.
Yeah, usually for the days we're consistent, but the timing is varied. But please feel free to come back. Moon Feather says, thank you so much. The box idea is very neat. Patricia Scowen says, I was wondering, Eliz-sha, have you ever watched the series Merlin is British?
Yes,
about Merlin, Camelot.
Yeah, I love that show. We were very disappointed how it ended.
We were.
We wanted more.
We did. We actually haven't seen the last
because
episode.
we didn't want it to end.
So we've done that with a couple of shows that were disappointed in.
But yeah, we never watched the very last one because that way it's still going on.
Well, we watched the last a minute and a bit to see how it officially ends, and it ends with old man Merlin going into the present era. And I wish they would pick it up from there because that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Also, if you like that Arthurian legend series, Netflix has Curse, which is also about Nimue and Arthur.
And it's so far that we've only seen 2, but
we have only seen 1.
I liked it. Anything to do with Arthur and the Arthurian legends. I read all the books, all variations of the books and everything. It's really close to I really love the Arthurian legends.
So I would, but yes, we do, and the voice of the dragon, John Hurt. He was the war doctor in the 50th anniversary episode of Doctor Who.
John Hurt is a well-known actor, though.
Yeah. Sadly, he passed away shortly after his appearance in Doctor Who.
Yeah, that's true. But he was well-known.
Yeah.
He was well-known.
Yeah, he's in a fair number of shows. Anyhow, get us talking dirty, and we can be here for days. The Earl says, "Wow, that's really great tip. Thank you, Eliz-sha."
I have forgot what I said. You're welcome. Okay.
But we are past an hour. We're at 75 minutes, and you have an appointment.
Yeah, I do. I have to get ready for that.
We apologize for not getting to everybody, and thank you for your understanding. And
I will try. Depending how busy life is, I will try for Wednesday. And it depends how much my energy is standing up. And so far, it's standing up pretty decently.
All right.
Okay.
And with that, we will say bye.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I do believe Wales is, I've got Irish, Scotch, and English heritage. Don't believe I have Welsh.
You might technically. I did my grandmother before she passed away, a few years before she passed away, actually, asked me to do a coat of arms for the Keating family. And in my research of what the coat of arms looked like, the Keating family came from Normandy, France, and migrated to Wales and Ireland and Scotland. So we might have some Welsh heritage in us, depending on what branch Keating. But we are related to the Fitzgeralds.
And the Camerons.
I'm chock full of useless information.
Okay. But yeah, no, I really, isn't that where, wasn't the Wales where the castle was, where he was conceived? I know it was North Country.
Who was conceived?
Arthur.
Possibly.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyhow, I find the Arthurian legends very entertaining. And St. Patrick came from Wales too. I know that. Okay. Well, with that, I'm going to say namaste, namasko, and talk to you all soon.